we're going to go ahead and start with our offense coming down the court, right? You want to make sure that, before we inbound the ball, you got to get down there, and I want one person on the midcourt on one side, one person on the midcourt on the other side, and then one person kind of up at the top of the free throw line, sort of even between that and the 3-point, right? So while you're inbounding the ball, right, 1 is coming up, 4 is coming up alongside, and you're going to stay in that position until 1 gets about on the midcourt, right? Once 1 gets about on the midcourt, what 5 and 3 should do is start cutting towards the basket as 1's coming up, right? And if there is a give and go, 1 can hit 3 on the go to the basket, or 1 can hit 5 on the go to the basket, right? Like that. But if there is no pass to 5 and 3, then they should cross and sort of end up on the other side. Now, what 2 can do, right? 2 up here, if, for example, the defense is playing on the 1, then what 2 can do is set that screen, so then 1 can take that screen and head towards the basket, and 2 can roll. So now you have a 2-on-1 with that defender there, right? Or 2 sets the screen this way, and then 1 goes that way, and then 2 can roll. So then it also becomes a 2-on-1. Now the other choice 2 can do is 2 can set that screen, and then 1 will call a slip, right? So now 2 is going to slip, and then 1 can hopefully hit that pass to the 2, and 2 can finish up at the basket, right? Now, if there is no defense up here, all right, as 1 and 4 are coming up, 2 can start rolling to the basket, and depending on where 6 is, 1 can possibly make that pass to 2, and then 2 can make that bucket, right? But if 2 run to the basket and there is no pass, 2 should either go this way or that way. And whichever way they go, let's say if 2 goes this way, then 3 should fill up on top, right? And 1 should end up in a spot normally at the top, right? And then 4 should fill, and that should end up being your 5-out offense, right? And with the 5-out offense, we want to play maybe a foot, 2 feet behind the 3-point line, and that's going to space out the defense, right? So again, when we're coming up the court, right, always make sure we come up the court sort of like this, right, where you have 2 people at the midcourt, and they're going to be ready to go the moment the ball passes midcourt, right? And the plan is to keep going, so then you have a 3-on-1 opportunity, right? So 1, 2, and even a third person. And it should end up where you guys all end up spaced out, and then you have a 5-out offense. So that's basically how we want to start coming down every single time when we have the ball, right? Sort of spread out like that. I don't want you to end up being already in your 5-out because the defense is going to be set. I want to kind of run down the court and have scoring opportunities.